What's up, everybody? For Saturday morning's game, we'll be looking at the Hanwha Eagles at SSG Landers. Um, I was thinking about following or fading the KBO Heroes again, but um, the lines just make it impossible. Even though the Heroes are a dumpster fire, and we made some decent money with them this week, it's impossible to fade them considering the money line for the Dinos is like minus 325, and the run line is like minus 2.5. If the run line was minus 1.5, I would still fade the Heroes, but with the market adjusting for the market the way it is, with the Heroes being such a dumpster fire, fading them to Saturday is just impossible. Um, Looking over the uh, schedule overall, yesterday I was kind of on the LG Twins, but luckily I didn't bet them because they did not cover. And taking them at minus 2.5 is like a no go. Yeah, Tigers. I think that's a pass. Even, I mean, if I were to play this game, I probably would have leaned towards the Bears, but at minus 170, that's a no go. Um, Samsung Lions are a possibility. That minus 150 is kind of makes it just a little too expensive. If I think the two games that I had to decide for Saturday was like the Eagles and the Samsung Lions game. Um, and ultimately, the money line was the deal breaker here because I don't think I would be comfortable with taking the Lions run line at minus 1.5. So, so Saturday we are going to be looking at the Eagles versus Landers. I think overall for the season record, the Eagles are 7-2 against the Landers, and they won yesterday, 9-2, and and the game before that, the Eagles lost to the Doosan Bears on the 25th, 5-3. So the Landers, like I said, they lost yesterday, yeah, June 26th, 9-2 to the Eagles. And before that, they lost 7-12 to KT Wiz. And looks like they won the previous game against the KT Wiz 5-4. So from a close game victory to a uh, big big loss on a game. So Landers are at home, 2-game losing streak um, against the Eagles. They already lost one game, and the overall record is pretty bad. So that's why I'm leaning towards. Even though um, the Eagles are kind of like mid pack here, it looks like, and the record is isn't that great. And prior to the victory against the Landers, they lost two in a row, and it looks like by more than the run line. And when they did win against the Bears, it's by one run. I think it's going to be a close game today. I really do. Let's look at the starting pitchers for the Eagles. Owen White. Uh, Season ERA is 3.65. And for uh, Takeda Shota, wow. Overall record is 1-6, like one win and six losses, and the season ERA is 7.06. So, I mean, obviously we have a pretty decent edge here as far as the starting pitchers. So that check mark goes to the Eagles. But I mean, ERA plays an important part, and this definitely benefits taking the Eagles. But that's not. I mean, that's not the primary stat that I would go off to just decide on a game. Let's look at what the public thinks about this game on Kalshi. Uh, 50% on the Eagles, no surprise, especially with a win today. And then 43% on the Landers. So no surprise here. No surprise. So looks like the money line is minus 135. That's about right. And the run line is plus 115. I would not take the run line today for the Eagles because I think this is going to be, even though they have the edge as far as pitching and overall record for the season against the Landers, I think it's going to be a close game. I mean, because I don't think the advantage that they have such like a chasm that it'll be a blowout. But I do think ultimately the Eagles are gonna win, and I think this is the best spot we have on the schedule. I mean, there's the only, like I said, the only other decent spot would be the Samsung Alliance, but I just don't think it's as good a spot as taking the Eagles. So let's lock it down. The play of the day for this game is the Hanwha Eagles money line at minus 135. All right, until next time.